Everybody, Jeff, your executive gardener. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to give you a pepper seed update, and we'll take a look at what's growing here in, February 2nd here in Houston, Texas. It's about 68 degrees today. Feeling pretty good. Let me show you how the pepper seedlings are doing. Many of you have bought these pepper seedlings. They're Shishido and Jimmy Nardello. So I'll give you an update on what they look like at this point in time. And hopefully yours do as well. Remember, if you're growing peppers and you're in the South, you should have started a few weeks ago indoors under lights. Let me show you what mine look like right now. All right, so here we are. This is the Jimmy Nardello. So the Nardellos are in the back and the Shishido are in the front. Overall looking pretty good. And these are, 8 to 10 weeks old. Maybe 12 weeks at this point in time. I've culled down all the pepper seeds, and I've only kept the ones that were the strongest. So this is going to produce a lot of peppers. So let me go through a few things with this. As you see, they're growing very well. Again, many of you bought these seeds from me, so you should see the same results. So something you want to look at when you look at the peppers, a pepper plant. So take a look at the stalk. Make sure the stalks are nice and thick and healthy looking, and all of these look very well. Also look at the color. The color of your leaves at this point in time should be that type of green. Nice kind of darkish green, lightish green. I like the darker the better. Now this is the first time I've brought them out in the sun. These guys have been under the lights since then. And when you bring them out to the sun when you're planting pepper seedlings, remember, depending on the weather, it's 68 to 70 is pretty good here, but they have to get acclimated. So put them out 30 minutes at a time and then bring them in and bring them out. The other thing, and the biggest mistake that I make in pepper seedlings, is they do not like damp or wet soil. So as you'll see here, the soil here looks relatively dry, as you can see. However, the secret is pick them up. At the bottom, it's still relatively damp, okay? And when you do these pepper seedlings, you want to water from the bottom so the roots can grow to the bottom. But these things are going to stay in here for another 4 to 5 weeks and continue to grow inside. I'll take them out 30 minutes, an hour and a half each day. As long as the wind's not too strong, the temperature is relatively mild, 68 to 70, because even when you grow these under grow lights indoors, whether you're using LED or whatever you're using, there's no substitute for the real sun, and they do need the real sun. Take them out again, 30 minutes, hour and a half, harden them off, and bring them outside. But overall, they're doing pretty well. One other thing I want to talk about when you're planting peppers is the following. If you take a look, the top of these are starting to get some flowers, okay? And I don't want that. I want the energy focused on the plant and shooting out more leaves. So what I'm going to do, all of them have that. You see those right there? They're going to turn into flowers. I'm going to cut the top off. Excuse me. I'm going to cut the top off here, remove those, and what that will do is it will produce the stem to shoot off more leaves, okay? More leaves, and it'll force the plant to put more energy toward the stem and the leaves than developing fruit. I can't do anything with the fruit until March 15th, so I've got about 6 to 8 weeks before I can put these outside. So again, the strength, the energy of the plant is going to go toward the leaves and the stem and not the fruit. So I will cut those off. Just the very top, folks. That's what you want, excuse me. Just the very top, okay? And as it develops more, keep cutting them off until you're ready to put them outside. I guarantee you there'll be plenty of energy and plenty of fruit when you're ready to put them outside. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is the soil. So in this soil, I have put the numerous NPK nutrients in here. You don't want to do it too much. And I have put some worm castings. That'll be enough to give it the nutrients it needs in this for the next 6 to 8 weeks. I shouldn't have to replenish it at all. And then when I go outside, I'll recharge it again, whether I plant it in a pot or whether I plant it in the soil. But overall, these pepper plants look extremely well and are doing really well. I also grew some tomato plants, and you can see I'm growing dwarf tomato plants this season. Now, this one over here is not doing so well. I think I had a little bit of damping off occur when I planted the tomato plant. I think it's going to recover. I didn't give it some light for a few days because we had a cold spell well. This one is actually doing pretty well. So I replanted this a few days ago. So what I'm going to do with these is put these in pots, put them out of the garage and in the garage based on the weather. Okay, so obviously these are very susceptible to cold weather, and the tomatoes will die with the cold weather. So tomatoes are doing pretty well. I just replanted some others. Now let me go back to my Orta seed garden. Now, for whatever reason, I'm having zero luck with my Cubanelle peppers or my Mohawk peppers. Not one of them has popped up above the soil. I'm not sure why. Maybe I got some bad seeds, but the point here is don't be frustrated. Sometimes peppers can be very tricky to germinate. Now, my red skin peppers all popped up, but the Cubanelle and the Mohawk have done a horrible job. I did buy these online. Perhaps I got a poor seed vendor, but I'm not doing anything any different with these than I've done with these that I had 75%. The difference is that these, I got the seeds, I took them out of the plants at the proper time to give me the best chance of success. But, you know, I guess the lesson here is deal with reputable vendors when you're getting seeds to ensure a maximum germination rate. So that's the update from the Executive Gardener channel. For those that are tracking me, that have bought pepper seeds with me, that are in the South, that are getting ready around March 15th to put their peppers outside, all's going well here. I don't know what's going to happen with these. I'll give them a few more weeks. If not, I'll have to figure out another strategy. So, but again, sometimes it doesn't work. Check out the vendor that you buy them from. Make sure they're reputable. Okay. So, thanks for tuning in. This is Jeff, your Executive Gardener. I'll see you in a week or two. Bye.